How's it going, guys? In this video I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to, as I've shown in previous videos, I do have a bit of a vinyl collection. I have to say I'm also, aside from a big metal fan, I'm also really into dark synthwave or retrowave, dark retrowave, stuff like that, horror, synthwave, and so I wanted to share one of my favorites. And if you haven't heard of them, you definitely need to check them out. It would be Midnight Danger. Absolutely awesome work. And I wanted to share the vinyl collection I have of his albums and one of the compilations. Midnight Danger's first album, Malignant Force, came out back in 2018. Now this one here is actually an anniversary repressing. So I missed out on him, obviously, from back then, but really awesome album for sure. Like I said, it's got that 80s retro, but it's like a bit of a slasher type, music. Really cool stuff. And it being an anniversary repressing, it actually had 5 bonus tracks, as well as the vinyl is the pressing itself is a different pressing. It's a colored pressing. So we'll go ahead and get into that real quick. But before that, open up the gatefold, and it actually tells the story of Malignant Force. So it's sort of like a comic book slasher type theme going on to it. Really dig this. Really cool. And the music is really awesome on this one. As mentioned, guys, it is a repressing. So this pressing itself actually is the glow-in-the-dark version. I haven't done the glow-in-the-dark feature yet, so maybe at some point I will try out the feature and do an update video so you can see how it looks. It's a good start to haven't never listened to dark synthwave or horror synthwave or anything like that. Definitely check out Midnight Danger. It's really awesome. This next one was actually where I first originally heard Midnight Danger. It was in the compilation of In Search of Darkness. It's a documentary about 80s horror, and absolutely amazing. I picked this up, actually I want to say I picked this up last year. Apparently it was still available on the site, and but this actually came out in 2019, which was the first release of In Search of Darkness Part 1. They've actually, as of now, they have 3 parts to it, and I was actually a backer for all 3, and they're all really awesome. The first 2 are definitely my favorite. Third one, it's okay, but I still think the first 2 are the best. But this was the where I first heard Midnight Danger, and I was just hooked after that. It's absolutely amazing, and great artwork in this. It's got some other great artists as well, but and coincidentally, this Midnight Danger song is my favorite. That comes at midnight. So I will leave a link in the description below to this song so you can check it out. I might do it for several other songs that are some of my favorites, but this one in particular is my absolute, it's my jam. I can listen to it over and over again. Some other great artists on here as well, but for sure Midnight Danger is my favorite. Now the pressing for this vinyl, guys, is a beautiful neon green. I'm not too sure if the camera picks it up well enough, but it is absolutely awesome. Definitely gives you that that retro vibe or 80s vibe, in my opinion. But really nice. It's a 2-disc, just like the other one. The Malignant Force is a 2-disc, but they're both. Those were both glow in the dark. This one is both green, or this like a lime, creepy green color. So really dig it quite a bit. And if you haven't checked out In Search of Darkness, I believe as of now it's on Shudder, so you can check it out there if you have Shudder. Now in 2020, guys, Midnight Danger released his second album, Chapter 2 Endless Nightmare, and yeah, again, going back to that 80s horror aesthetic for sure. Zombified Midnight Danger going after the final girl. Inside here you can actually see there's a photo of Midnight Danger, some zombies in the end, in the background, and some other cool stuff here. A little story behind it. That's why it's Chapter 2 Endless Nightmare. So there's a theme to the albums, if I'm not mistaken. They do have a story to them. So this is obviously Chapter 2. Some really cool artwork on the back. But yeah, there's all the track listings. And even here, there's a bunch of good tracks as well. He does have a video for To the Shadows and Back. Once again, I'll probably leave a link to that video in the description below. One Last Goodbye is a really good track as well, but a lot of another banger of an album. And this one came out, if I remember correctly, came out in 2020, if I did not mention it already. But solid follow-up album for sure. Really dig this one, and the color variation on this is really killer. The pricing variation for this one, guys, was a Toxic Splatter color palette. Man, it's beautifully done. Absolutely gorgeous vinyl. Love the coloring on this, and yeah, just that splatter and the green. Just I just like, I think it was Toxic Waste or something. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but just really love this this color on this vinyl, especially when it spins. It looks absolutely killer when it's spinning. And finally, guys, his last release from 2021 is an EP, Nights at Lake Milson, if I'm saying that correctly. Again, got that slasher, retro slasher feeling to it, more like Slasher at the Lake. Really cool album. It's more like an EP, like I said, so it's not very long, but really cool artwork. And he's got some guests on there as well. So I definitely suggest checking it out. Another banger of an album or EP. Some of my favorite tracks are Maniac, great song, and Fatal Attraction. And then he also has some extra they're like alternate cuts or alternate mixes of the songs. Fatal Attraction and Terror by Night. Out in the City Lights actually has someone singing in it. So again, I'll leave a link below to one of my favorite songs from this album. So definitely check it out. This one also had a really cool color pressing as well. Now the color pressing for this one, guys, turned out absolutely insanely cool. I love this blue coloring. I don't know if the camera picks it up well enough. Yeah, just absolutely love the coloring on this. Super awesome. And yeah, again, it's really cool album. It's a nice EP. Some killer tracks. Like I said, this was his last release, but I believe as of now he's creating some new music. And he just released a single not too long ago, I believe in October, called Radio Hell. I'll leave a link to that song in the description as well below. But the other cool thing with this one, it dropped with a graphic novel, or a slasher graphic novel. And yeah, that was a really big selling point for me. Was I wanted to get this because the artwork looks so cool. And I wanted to know the story of, of Malignant Force and the whole Midnight Danger stuff. So yeah, when it came up for pre-order, I snagged it right away, and I was lucky to pick this up. I need to see if they're actually doing the other ones, because I haven't heard anything about the other chapters after this. That about wraps it up for this video, guys. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this vinyl collection. Are you a fan of Midnight Danger? Have you heard of him? Are you a fan of synthwave or dark synthwave or horror synthwave or any type of synthwave? I wanted to do something just a little bit different and show some of my vinyl collection. I have shown some stuff in the past, so I still got some more stuff. I just wanted to share something and do something a little bit different for What's This Wednesdays. Definitely check out Midnight Danger. Like I said, I will leave some links in the description to some of his music. Check out his social medias as well, and also check out new Retro Wave. They have a whole catalog of artists that do synthwave, not just dark wave or horror wave. They cover the whole spectrum, so definitely check them out. They usually do like compilations of several of their artists. A great way to check out some other synthwave type artists and stuff like that. But beyond that, guys, if you're new to the channel, feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, thanks again for coming back and for the continued support. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take it easy and have a good one.